Hello and welcome back to X4 Foundations. In this episode, I want to provide you with a recount of our invasion into Xenon space. But before we start, let me give you the promised tally of the final fight against the Vigor Syndicate during the Tides of Avarice DLC missions. Following this, there will be a few short clips of our fights and progress against Xenon. Enjoy. From our fight against the Vigor Syndicate, we got some goodies. We got a fleet of Luxes, small fighters, and 20 of them. They were all damaged, hardly any of them came with shields, none with a weapon, as far as I remember. But all of them had stuff in their cargo hold, meaning advanced satellites, mines, laser towers. So each of them basically brought between 180,000 and 440,000 credits in goodies, which together with the 47 kid, somebody's damaged. Together with these, brought probably about 15 million credits in sales, and then I outfitted them and, well, assigned them as a fleet. Originally, I didn't quite know what to do with them, whether I assigned them to a capital vessel, but then I decided to just take a corvette and put them into watchful gaze. So I've got 3 groups now patrolling the sector, and still the ship is being harassed. 3 groups patrolling, and the small Xenon fleet, which is this one here, twiddling their thumbs. Let's send this one over here and up there and over there. So there's hoping that they keep the sector reasonably safe. Obviously not in all cases. So we got 67 small ships out of it. We paid 15 million. We lost a destroyer and 5 small craft. Overall, I think we still got out with a plus. And seeing how well these 100 fighters here performed against the huge group of, no, it's Alpha Group, this huge group of Vigor fighters, I think getting 67 small fighters out for defense is a good trade-off. With creating the fleet, we also got something else. We got fleet-wide sensor analytics. I haven't enabled it yet. May lead to overwhelming crisis. Not sure. I will do it eventually. And we can decide when we do this. First, I would like to get this research done. Oh, bum. We sold all of this, or we used it. I need to restock. But we are getting towards the end of collecting the advanced electronics. So soon this will be done too. Hello again. I bring you a bit late into this fight. I'll show you this sector in a moment.
Okay.
And you see all the wrecks in the back there. It has been quite tight to start with. There was 1 H and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ks, I believe. And an I to my right. The fight has been going on for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, probably. Because initially they of course, had a small fighter fleet as well, and they were very strategic about how they would approach me. And I had... Oh. And we are in the line of fire of the eye. Better get out of this. Alright. That was a bit sketchy. And I had 2 or 3 Ks down to like 50% shields, and then had to abandon because the other ones would close in. Now, important in these fights... Whoopsie daisy, we've come too close again. Let me rather get a bit closer to this and go to the other side. Yeah. Definitely in range of the Kano. And as you've seen, if you get into too much fire, these ships, your shields go down quickly. Now, an important factor of success here is that you change all your large turrets to attack my current target. Right now, not so much of an issue, but if there were still small fighters, your turrets, your plasma turrets, would just go after the fighters instead of after these large ships. With a K, that might still be fine. With an I, definitely not. For the I, in order to get it down in any kind of reasonable time, you do need all your guns, all your plasma guns focusing on it, and your smaller guns just protecting the ship from smaller fighters. There is a bit of a bug going on here as well, and that is when I change my turrets now to attack all opponents, all targets, they won't do it. So the plasma turrets, the large turrets, would not revert to attacking all targets, which was a bit sketchy when I entered the sector, because there were so many small ships that the medium turrets really struggled to keep up. Another important thing is, when you've got a lot of small fighters, do not move forward, move backwards. If you move forward, they will constantly hammer your engines, and if they've got a chance to hammer your engines, it's only a matter of time until you're dead in the water. So, if anything, move backwards. Early on, I finally took the time to upgrade the King and installed a nanoweave mod, which, if we look at the ship, you see here my large turrets, they all attack my current target. The mod I installed has been the ship mass and drag, the nanoweave, and what it has done is it significantly, well, it increased the speed by around 80, 3000 here, but it also significantly improved the handling of the ship. But not only that, that was also due to me upgrading the thrusters to Mark III. It had a Mark II before. What I would like to do next is upgrade the turrets with a speed mod so that they, well, fire faster. You will see in a moment when we engage with the eye that it takes an age and a half to get these shields down. Oh, and while we are waiting, we are in Tharkas Cascade. And you see here, I built a station, and the Xenon have been attacking this relentlessly. I've been very busy and mostly fighting Xenon. You see, even though we are actually hitting it regularly, the shields don't actually buckle. So it takes more, pretty much all the guns to bear. Luckily, it is traveling so slowly. It has a maximum speed of, I believe, 86. And with the engine upgrade, we can actually outpace it. Without the engine the chassis upgrade, without the chassis upgrade, we had a reverse speed of 85, so we could avoid them quite successfully. Now, I have been very busy indeed, and yep, we definitely need to get this one down fast, and once you've done that, grab the H. The station is quite formidable already. If we look at it, so it's got a few platforms and turrets already fully equipped. And it's not the first, it's the second station. The first one I built on the other side. I was so tired of it, and this is actually
We found something out here.
more formidable. And almost ready as well. Having said that, if I complete that second station there, whoops, I should aim properly, then we might not have much need for that first one, nonetheless. And if you wonder how long I've been playing, well, if we go back to episode 25, that's when I looked at the numbers. With episode 25, I had published 1 day, 5 hours, 3 minutes and 49 seconds of gameplay. And I had actually played 5 days, 6 hours and 33 minutes. So nearly 5 times as much. That is obviously also why money is flowing, stations are growing, and well, yeah, you've seen the Phoenix fleet. It has a bunch of Odysseus E now in its command, and the 100, hopefully soon again, 100 small fighters. The hammer here means losses will automatically be replaced. Okay. So they are still fighting the K. Nonetheless. Right, let's focus on this one. The reason why I'm in this sector is because I saw a Terran fleet going through the sector I have the base in, and I thought they would actually path the way for me to knock down some stations, yet they did not. They haven't actually made their way here yet. Get a bit closer. You can see with all this firepower, the shields are going down very slowly only. And obviously the closer I get, the more impact I'm making. But naturally it also brings us closer to the firing arc of the ice weapon. The primary weapon of the Earl King, you see it here on the right hand side. I can charge it up to a certain point, now to here, and then release it. And then it charges up another segment, so you can't actually overcharge it. It has a maximum charging range. If we want to look at this in a prettier view, this is us. My Phoenix fleet has taken down an eye as well earlier, while I was out of sector. In sector, I'm not quite sure this would be such a success, but out of sector it was actually possible without any capital ship losses. The hull of the eye is also going down rather slowly because it keeps recharging its shields quite fast, and so we are always hitting shields before hull. But we are almost done. And that's it. Yay. Now let's have a quick look at our Phoenix fleet. The H is gone, but the K is still clinging on. 36 shield, wow. Come on, Fox. Flatten it. So let's grab the loot. Hello again, as we continue our incursion or invasion into Xenon space. In front of us you see the Xenon shipyard. And you see over here, not the aqueduct, but a bust up Xenon K, and in here on the left hand side you see a Xenon H. These were in production and I destroyed them as basically the first thing I did, because this will for some time prevent them to turn out any other capital vessels. And at the moment, let me stop in place. At the moment I'm fighting my way through their defense drones. They can be quite devastating because they come in large numbers and will down the shields to a certain degree, but they will attack essential sections of the ship like the engines or turrets. And so I pulled back from the station so that all my turrets would focus on these guys. And I think once this wing is done here, I will go back and continue my onslaught. So far we have here at this section destroyed a defense module, and my turrets were chiseling away on the cargo storage that is here, while I was hitting the docking bay that is here. So And aim will obviously be...
That was a bit of a wild shot.
No
Sorry about
worries,
that.
girl. That's my pilot from the Astrid, which is docked. So my aim will be to remove these docking bays, one here, one there, as quickly as possible, because that will prevent them from building and launching more...
Weapons need fixing.
more of the drones. So, how are we doing? Okay, one turret is currently damaged, but we are largely through this cloud of drones. This is one of the nice things of having the Astrid docked to the ship, because 4 of its turrets can fire at enemies, and since they never miss, they will take down smaller targets relatively swiftly. Okay, and we're done with those guys, and he's hightailing it. Let's get closer again. Have we repaired? No, it's still in repair. Okay. So let's go in first person view again.
The aqueduct.
Well, we see that my turrets actually also already deleted one of the storage units here. I don't want the aqueduct,
Xenon
I want this guy. Okay. Oh, look at that. Are they still throwing out capital ships on the back? No, that K is far away. Okay. So, this section there, that the turrets are currently letting loose on, that is the docking bay. So hopefully we'll get that one down quickly. And as you can see, it's spitting out new drones already. All the more important it is that we take down this docking bay there, so we are halving their launch capabilities. Repairs are still ongoing. I may have to do another slight withdrawal here. Still good. Okay, we're getting through them. That's good. And the K is still on the other side. Okay, still intact. 16. The moment this one gets closer, I need to withdraw, so I don't have to have several fights at the same time. Oh, there's another swarm coming. Wow. And you see it. First, all enemies. You see how the shields go down because of that large swarm of drones. Okay, let's move back. I don't want the large turrets to take damage. We will need them. I was just wondering whether this K would take any interest in us, but clearly it will. It's turning into our direction. Again, whenever you're fighting many small fighter ships, always reverse. Do not run away forward if you can help it, because that would expose your engines. And once you're dead in the water, you're literally dead. Okay, this chap is coming around, so let's turn into him. How many of these small critters are there still? Quite a few, but let's slow down a little anyway, so we get a better aim at the K. So. I am strafing upwards because the K will always try to turn its underside towards you, because then it's got most turrets in range. Whereas from here, it basically only has got 2 turrets that can aim at you, which are on left and right side. See, it's aiming to get above us. So by strafing up, you will always get it to stop, slow down, because it needs to readjust its angle. And we're almost done.
SE.
Okay. Let's suck in the loot. Goodbye, K. This will take longer than it would have with the Ur King, but I'll let the Ur King chip away on that base. The difference in firepower between these two ships is really remarkable, actually. Terrifying. Okay, that's us. Oh. And I need to get behind this boat. Yoo-hoo. Okay. Behind and above. Clearly, because we only go backwards with 45, as opposed to the 110 of the Ur King, we can't really face it from the front. I would love to disable the thrusters of this thing, but I have a feeling that's not going to work. How about we get out of dodge? Yoo-hoo. And makes you appreciate how easy it is with the Ur King to take these things down. Don't want to get too close to the stations either. I definitely need to improve the weaponry of this ship. Otherwise I'll never want to leave the Ur King for any capital ship fights anymore. Oh, no, 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 no. I was meant to go backwards and went forwards. Come on, come, come, come. Hey! Oh. It won't work like this. Really need to get out of dodge here. Okay. I thought I was speeding away and I was sitting there on 0 speed. Not so healthy. Totally should have used the King. We'd be done by now. No, you don't. Ark have destroyed one of my Xenon bees. I need to increase that fleet. Still making a bit of an impression on the shields, and soon we'll be nibbling away on the hull. 5, let's drop back. Yeah, I thought you might do this. Ouch. Stop shooting at me, leave it to me. Shoot at you. Yeah, come on. Okay, now we are talking. Don't tell me there's another one coming. Oh yes, there is. In which case I then really need to switch over to the King, because that's taken too long.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, that is very unpleasant. Very unpleasant, actually. That's an I and a H. Yeah, let's get out for a moment. I need to take you to a safer spot and switch over to the Earl King. Alright, let's make that change before the K gets its shields up again.
Ma'am.
Howdy. Forgive me. I need this. Where is the K?
K.
K is there. Which is a bit tricky because I can't get too close to this guy without exposing myself. Okay. Let's just blast past and hope that it goes well. Okay. Now, get on to you. This is so much faster, it's terrifying.
Xenon defense platform.
Okay, good. Got this guy sorted. Now where are the other two? The H seems to have blasted through the sector. Okay, and the I we need to take apart. I'll do this, and again, once we get closer to finishing this station, I'll grab you back. See you soon. Well, we are back a bit late, because I thought I was destroying a defense module, but it then suddenly exploded the entire fabrication unit. But yeah, this is it. The Xenon tried very hard to stop me from finishing this by sending actually 2 more Ks into the fight, or through that gate. I don't think there is another
Jump gate.
shipyard there.
Unknown sector.
I believe through there is the wharf. Because it would be surprising if they had 2 shipyards so close to each other. But, as we see here, the shipyard has now
shipyard.
been destroyed. And there are a bunch of resources there. One is even still in the building storage. Which is why it still looks the way it does, rather than being empty. Now, the shipyard was one thing I was concerned about. The next thing to be concerned about is obviously, well, I might as
Build
well just
storage.
aim at the good build storage. The next thing I'm concerned about is the wharf, because for as long as they've got the wharf, they will send these Xenon SEs, and with them, of course, they can rebuild whatever they want. And
Xenon
obviously,
defense platform.
they have rebuilt part of the defense platform as well already. So I will head into the next sector, and we might as well do this together right now. You see, it looks a bit prettier with the destroyed eye on top, but it looks a bit prettier already because the damaged modules, they're gone. But what that means is I could actually quickly go on the Earl King and move it up so that it is in range to shoot at the defense platform, and consequently it can take this thing apart while we do other stuff. The defense
Xenon
platform.
defense platform.
Would love to destroy this thing, but I presume they can't rebuild the station now anyway. They would need to build a new one, which might very well be this thing here. We'll find out later. Okay. Grab some of the probably energy cells, and we are already getting an angle on the station. Let's not get too close. I think this is good enough. Actually, got some goodies as well. Yeah, okay, we are sucking in all the energy cells, but that's fine. We've got a big cargo hold, and if we take them, it means the Xenon can cover them. Which I don't know whether they do, but they might. Alright, good. So, you keep firing, and I shall get back onto Hyperion. And then we have a quick look into the adjacent sector. So before we do this, let's have a look at the damage we've done. Ships look so small, zoom out so far, which is fair enough. After all, they're docking at these stations. And one for the photo album. Alright. Now, let's get out of here through that gate over there. The reason why I'm going there right now with you in tow is because the next sector, I believe, is already the sector that is part of yet another Terran plot mission. There are 3 in total. One is the Cigaris, which we already did. Another one is defending the Terran mission, which, if you remember, when we first approached that gate between Getsufune and Belt, I believe it is, there was this huge fleet that tried to get us to work with them. And then there's a third one, which is getting us entangled in one way or another with the with the Yaki. And I believe that Yaki plot may actually be in the adjacent sector. I don't want to do it right now, but just in case it pops up any dialogues, I'd rather have you along for the ride. So, Shift 3, let's scan, just to make sure we don't miss anything out here. That are heading into the sector. Pretty brave. And it's not even that these sectors are so wonderful. They're decent, but, you know, it's nothing to write home about, I would say. Well, okay, there is 100 million of silicon in here, but there is also the problem of hazardous region. Oh, wait, let's see.
Jump gate, unknown sector.
23. Might as well just boost. Oh.
Entering system. Matrix
Freaking
number
blimey.
79B.
I think this is a very unhealthy area here. Check this out. We need to retreat straight away because they will just damage our engine and then we're dead in the water. Not a sector we want to be in. I was wondering where all these tips came from. Now we know. Blimey.
Entering system. Barca's Cascade.
Hello and welcome back. This is just a short clip about the Xenon H that is available to claim
Danger. Hazardous
following
region
the
detected.
Timelines DLC. So you need the Timelines DLC in order to be able to acquire the ship. But if you have it, it is something that can be claimed, similar to the Odysseus that I showed in a previous episode. Now this ship is located in Tharkas Cascade 15. And this is where I built a defense platform, which is a rather large one actually. And I now had my Phoenix fleet, which basically has got 1 Phoenix and 17 Odysseus E. Clean up in the sector a little bit. So I got it to destroy this station and this station, as well as this newly started shipyard. And then following this station. This one here
Danger.
was deleted
Hazardous
by
region detected.
the Terran fleet. So, and once this was all clear, there of course was no danger getting here. So I got the X shuttle to follow the ship, teleport it across, and claimed the ship. To claim the ship, if we zoom in a little, you see there is the shuttle right on top of it, and the signal leak that you would be looking for is right under where the shuttle is. So you would just go there, hop out of your ship, and claim the H. Now, I understand if you claim it yourself, you get all the gear that is on board. If you get a Marine to claim it for you, you will lose most, if not everything. Right, so it is
Danger.
worth
Hazardous
claiming the ship
region
yourself.
detected.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's not the most formidable ship, but similar to the Hyperion, kind of same category, it has got its perks. So I would just use it as a leading frigate to my Xenon ships that clean up the carg in the boron sectors. Otherwise I won't really use it because I would be too afraid to lose it. Now, that's it from the outside. From the inside, this is the lower section of the bridge. What do we have here? We've got engineering, we've got gunnery,
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
and we have got
Awaiting orders.
the flight control, command bridge of course, and the navigator's console. And I believe that is pretty much it. This is where we came in, and this door does not open. Yes, so this is all there is, but I just love this. It's such a beautiful ship. Now, before anything goes wrong, let me grab a person from here. They're all relatively well educated already. Nicely done. You, how about a new ship? Is it just H? Yes, it is just H. You kept this thing, please?
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
And then we'll send our H to our shipyard. Not the mining depot, the shipyard. And upgrade. Is there anything to upgrade? Yes, shields. You need 5 more of these. Might as well give you this. And the level 2 shields. What's that? So it's 80,000 with level 1. And with Mark 2 it's 88,000. So it's not a huge difference. Okay, and we of course need shields here. And a turret. Another turret and another turret. And more turrets.
Danger.
And that's
Hazardous
you.
region detected.
Software. Not that it's really necessary, but just in case I want to hop on myself. Whoa, 70 drones. Now this is neat. Give you 10 repair drones. 4 of these, and the rest we fill up with defense drones. And of course I can't stock you up with people here. We'll do this later. Would give you color, but I'll leave you as is. And you can repair for most part with the drones. Xenon H. Add and go. Alright. Now. Oh, no, you destroyed this station and now you're just covering the gate. Good. Meanwhile,
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
I shall go back here to guard this gate because I am going to build a station here, a defense station. If you remember, last time, well, in one of the previous episodes, we went with the Hyperion, I think it was, into the sector and it was teeming with Xenon, capital and small ships. So I just want to build a massive defense platform here again, and hopefully that keeps us safe. And another short clip of our invasion into Xenon space. What you see there is not all my doing. Most of it is, but not all of it. We are in the adjacent matrix. What is it? 79B sector. The one that had all these capital ships and tons of small fighters in it. I saw an opportunity to push forward when... Where is he? This guy. The Asgard, a Terran Asgard with 2 of the Osakas and a host of medium and small ships made a transit through this sector, and I thought I'd just follow. And the small and medium fighters, they took care of the small and medium fighters of the Xenon very well. The Asgard took a lot of heat, but good enough for me to actually remove 3 or 4 of the Ks while it was still alive. And once all the Terran were dead, there were 4 or 5 Ks and, well, now 2 Is left. Well, maybe a few more. And so I pushed into the sector and cleared those out as well. To my knowledge, the Xenon do not have another shipyard yet, because they tried to build one here. Oh, look who's here. Right. And that means in these sectors they should currently not be able to build large ships anymore, which is a bit relieving. And you can see here that I made progress with a defense station as well. I would have liked it closer to the gate, but the first claim I made here was destroyed before I could actually build anything, so I had to push the next claim a bit down. And it isn't going to be pretty, but hopefully effective. These are angled 30 degrees down because we are slightly above the gate. So hopefully that will all work. And that should close up this sector. I presume subsequent Terran forces might help with removing some more stations. And I will next go and have a look where the wharf is, because for as long as they can build small and medium ships, they will continue to build builders, and these builders of course can just anywhere plonk another shipyard. So I'll roam through this sector now and see what needs to be cleared out and what can remain for the time being. Hello again. This is the conclusion of our Xenon clearance campaign. And while we are still in the process of, cleaning up, I wanted to give you a short view of what has been done, what we've been through, and this is where we currently are at. Matrix 101 is a sector that you will get access through the Timelines DLC, if I remember correctly. It also comes from Hatiqua's Choice into Tharka's Cascade, but then it is this new gate here that leads there. This is an unclaimed sector. Xenon had built 2 stations in here and started a couple more, which I removed, and I built a station there which has got an old wreck, and we'll have a look at that in a moment. In the meantime, I, with the help of the Terrans, I must admit, cleared out this sector. The Terrans removed one of the defense stations, Xenon defense stations. I removed the other. And what do we have here? They are trying to build another shipyard. Don't we have... where do we have it? Here. Got you here. Would you mind removing this? Thank you. And this is one of the parts of the aftermath of clearing Xenon sectors. They will try to re-establish their infrastructure. So we cleared out this one, and we cleared out this sector as well. In this sector we had a shipyard, and that's the one that was kind of popping up there. we built this defense platform here, and I witnessed it take down a Xenon eye within seconds. It's quite impressive. The weaponry is L-size bolts and M-size Terran poles. That's all there is. But seriously, the eye was done in seconds. So it was quite impressive to see. If I ever capture a video of it, I will certainly show you, because we've got another chance of it. Then we moved into this sector. Remember, that is where I moved into when the Terrans actually made an incursion here. And I took the opportunity to clear out the capital ships. And then there was a wharf here, which I removed as well. With that gone... Oh, yeah, I tried to remove it with the Sapporo, actually. I thought, let's have a look how well the missiles do. And they did poorly. So the Sapporo really was not a good choice for removal. So I sent it home. And what did this thing do? It actually flew through the adjacent sectors. And we had a bunch more of Xenon ship production facilities there. But not only there was another shipyard here too. And so once I removed this, I started relocating the Phoenix fleet to this gate in order to stop incoming traffic. And, well, then commenced building another platform identical to this one here. What you've seen here as well is I got myself a couple of sharks, the boron carriers. And these I got because I wanted the small ships to have a space to dock and to recover, because they never recharged their shields when they were just in space. But the moment they actually dock at the carrier, they do recharge their shields. So this is the second one, Shark 2, right? Whereas the Shark 1 is sitting out here. So this one has got 80 ships. 80 ships can actually seemingly dock, even though it says it has got only 64 capacity, which makes it the second largest carrier as far as I'm aware, after the split Raptor. And this one has got only 10, but I gave it 20 destroyers, whereas this one has got 8 Odachi frigates to its support. So with these guarding the gates, there were basically no Xenon energy transports or mining ships coming through anymore, and that kept the sectors clear. So this will basically be the end of the campaign. I will not move into Savage Spur just yet, because there is still a mission, a Terran mission coming in here, so I don't really want to interrupt that. But that's why this gatekeeping station here,
orders.
that will then simply keep us safe from incursions, and I will get my ships to clear out this sector. And yeah, that is the end of the anti-Xenon campaign for the time being. And with all the clips that I've shown you, you've seen a few of the fights. Naturally, if we look at this station here, it's still at 94%. It will take an age and a half to clear it out, and I will just leave the Earl King to do it while I do some other stuff. And that other stuff is, we will try and capture ourselves the second Astrid, and we will then start the Paranet plot. So, with that said and done, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all again for the next installment. Take care. Bye bye.